Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing more NFL stuff, because you guys seem to nibble it up. Nom nom. Today we are going to be talking about the hot topic in the NFL at the moment, which is Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
For understandable reasons, because he's current MVP.
King Henry, whoa. Postseason. If this was baseball, he'd be
Postseason
postseason
MVP, yeah. Because he didn't really do it in the regular season till the end.
They're fish rushing leader.
Yeah, true. That's only because, what's his name? Browns, Nick Chubb,
got the absolute blank.
failed right at the end. You know that Sock's necklace? It's a choker.
It's choking me.
Yeah, it's a choker.
I thought it was a bracelet. I thought it was so, like just.
You thought it was a bracelet,
Yeah.
so you put it around your neck.
It's just so,
Right.
your hands are so hinged. So
Jesus
was
H. Christ. The Derrick Henry last night put up 195 rushing yards. How many touchdowns? One?
Yeah, no.
Just the one?
Ran on it. You threw a touchdown.
Oh, he only threw a touchdown, yeah.
Yep.
What about that?
If that's what I just want to throwback to when Dontre Poe, defensive lineman for the Chiefs a couple years ago, threw a touchdown. Looked just as awkward because they're the same size.
Because he's huge as well.
Because he's 6'5", 2 million pounds.
Lateral. He's going to take it. Look at this. He's going to throw. Touchdown. Oh, my. Direct snap. Henry. Jump pass. Oh, trickery. Corey Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee.
But last night he still carried them. Even though the defense, like Lamar Jackson still had
I just want to
40
say
yards.
that the Ravens were supposed to be like
So much
the
better.
one defense that Derrick Henry wasn't able to run through because they were like the perfect stop for him. Because I read a thing saying that all the Titans' favorite run plays are exactly what the
Draws.
Ravens are perfect for stopping.
draws.
But like,
Most scary.
clearly.
It's just when you watch him, it's the fact of I don't think there's Chubb obviously because Chubb's a bit quicker. But just like it wasn't like their creative run plays like they set it up like it was the run was setting up the pass the entire time even though they only threw 14 passes, 15 passes the entire game. He ran the ball 30 times.
Yeah.
It's just when you watched him like it wasn't like I said it wasn't fancy run plays. It was just
I mean, you
straw
don't
plays.
need fancy run plays
No.
with him. He can just bomb.
Yeah, so he did better. He's one of the few running backs that does better. Not a few at all, actually. Just how he gets an average of like 5-6 yards every draw play.
Yeah.
It's not like every time the fellas like kind of bash against it, like you kind of stop and go away from the run. Doesn't work once. Henry last 2 games at least, but he's had 30 rushes his last 3 games, including the last game against the Texans regular season. I guess the Patriots ran at 33, 35.
I also don't think there's any running back who can just blow you over like he can.
He reminds me a lot of the way prime Beast Mode was.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't matter what you do, you just won't stop him.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like a lot of running backs now, will put the moves on you. Like they'll juke you, they'll spin you, and they'll get through you that way. This Derrick Henry will
Doesn't need to.
he'll go through you.
He's so fast. He's not so fast, but he is really. He just knows
Yeah,
how to
he
run.
is. He's pretty fast.
And
We saw his 66-yard run last night. Gone.
that's the weird thing is like he's been around 4 years, and this was his first real breakout year.
Yeah.
Because like
He seems to have the same thing every year though. He has like steady years where at the end of the year he's like, oh, he was one of the
November,
highest
December.
rushing running backs. Yeah.
December, December, he's terrifying.
Every year.
So he says, I think his first two seasons was when DeMarco Murray came over from the would have been the Eagles then or the Cowboys. Cowboys after. No, I think it was Eagles after. DeMarco Murray was there anyway, but they were splitting the first 2 years. And then last year he still had 1,000 yards, but that came like in the last 2 or 3 months of it. Again.
And I think this year as well he's more in the spotlight just because when they got rid of Mariota and brought in Tannehill, the team started doing better. So now that the team's more in the spotlight, he's more in the spotlight.
People, yeah, they have to worry about. They actually have to worry about the pass game more.
Yeah.
And I think AJ Brown, first of all, the two big things they were missing the last couple of years is starting quarterback who's actually ready to win games because Mariota wasn't. As much as he shined every now and then. I didn't think he was that bad, but Tannehill's a lot more. He's a lot more. He just wants to win more by looks of it, which is kind of bad because obviously Mariota won that. He beat the Chiefs last season. Year before. In postseason, where he caught the pass himself.
Yeah.
So like he obviously does want to win, but he just hasn't been getting better. He's been kind of steadily the same.
Yeah.
While Tannehill, everyone was saying down in Miami that he was the problem, that Adam Gase wasn't the problem, that he was holding Adam Gase back, who's now at the Jets and struggled with a better quarterback in Darnold. Obviously, it's not been Tannehill's fault.
And everyone like slewing the Titans for picking him up. It makes sense because like he had nothing.
I liked him.
Yeah, I know, but like you wouldn't think you bring in
playoffs.
Tannehill and suddenly you're a Super Bowl contender.
Especially like you definitely would have thought of his years of losing to Brady. You wouldn't think he'd be the one to help get past the Patriots.
Yeah.
Even though it was realistically it was.
And it just makes Mariota look really bad.
It's weird because like we had a conversation like of him and Winston coming in around the same time, and I thought Mariota was a safer one than Winston.
Yeah.
But now it looks like Winston's going to be a starting quarterback, and Mariota might be out of the league now.
Yeah.
He might be like Robert Griffin. He's just it's weird for the kind of quarterback he is because he fits the kind of style it's going in. He's a very mobile quarterback. It's just his arm is a problem.
Yeah.
His arm isn't reliable enough. While Tannehill having go back to what I was saying was like they needed a number one quarterback who's ready to win, and number wide receiver which he hasn't had yet. Mariota never had, which is AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bad because they started off 2-4 this year. AJ Brown wasn't getting the ball enough, and now Tannehill came in, and you saw obviously the last 2 games Tannehill hasn't over 200 yards. He hasn't needed to, but like I think having that aspect of having Tannehill and AJ Brown is what's making
Derrick Henry look bad.
Yeah, because even like obviously he obviously ran the ball 30 times. You know they're going to run the ball, but it's that little fear of you can still get play action and go. Tannehill's the one who
they
can
can also throw the ball.
Yeah, like you saw the 45-yard touchdown to Raymond, Caliph Raymond, what his name is.
Yeah,
like that. That's what Mariota didn't have, but Tannehill does have it, and that obviously opens the game up for Derrick Henry, who just never seems to get tired.
It used to be fair, you shut down the run game and you've pretty much shut down the Titans.
Yeah, like they never.
It's like you stop Mariota running, which was a big bit, and then you stop Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
and you pretty much shut them down.
But now they have and their defense. I think their defense is underrated. With they are underrated because they have been.
Definitely, because the amount of times they stopped Baltimore last night on like 4th and short, which has been their bread and butter all year.
Yeah, they stopped there's 2 or every 3 times they stopped them on 4th down.
Yeah, to turn it over.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Lamar Jackson wasn't doing what Lamar Jackson always does. He was still doing it. He still finished over 100 yards rushing and almost 400 yards passing. Like, I think they need more respect because like obviously the Patriots players of Logan Ryan, Malcolm Butler, who both came over, obviously very good quarterbacks. Yeah. And then you have Kevin Byard, who's unbelievable. Yeah. Kenny Vaccaro's finally coming into what he's supposed to be doing. Jarrell Casey's still a fucking number 1 defensive lineman. Jeffrey Simmons isn't bad. Aaron Landry, Boston College, is still a great pass rusher. Like they have so much there that people don't care about. And I'm not even naming all the players off the top of my head, as far as I can get off the top of my head. Yeah. Like last night, like Adoree Jackson's an unbelievable cornerback. Last night he was shut down. Obviously didn't shut down Marquise, he's still got over 100 yards and 7 receptions. But like, it's just the fact they scored 12 points.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense how they did, because obviously Lamar 2 had a fumble and 2 bad picks. But
I think all of Tennessee's points came off Baltimore turnovers.
They definitely won down and got them straight into the 10-yard line.
But it wasn't even the Ravens were sloppy. It was just their defense stood up to them, and when they did turn it over, then the offense could capitalize on it.
And yeah, exactly. And like their defense for once didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
Every like you said, they either stop you running or stop you passing. They weren't able to stop the passes last night when they came. Yeah. Because Tannehill still threw 2 touchdowns. They all 3 out of 4 touchdowns were passing touchdowns. Yeah. One was from Derrick Henry, who's still disgusting to look at.
Disgusting.
Like, that was the first time I've seen Baltimore completely not know what to do on defense. Yeah. Because like, I can't remember a running back play the way I've seen Henry played the last 3 weeks. Yeah. Where it's like every single run is 5-6 yards.
I don't think you could put anyone in front of him that he couldn't just run through at the moment.
Yeah, like we were saying, like if they play the Texans and they have to put JJ Watt at nose tackle,
you need at least 3 JJ Watts.
Yeah. Like I don't like or Aaron Donald. Like you need someone in there who's literally just an absolute freak. Yeah. Because even good like I said, Matthew Judon couldn't stop him. All these fucking. Yeah.
It doesn't help that he's almost as heavy as most of them.
6'5" or 6'4", 6'5" running back is disgraceful. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how tall Randy Moss was. Close enough. Like it's just ridiculous. Yeah. And it's like, I tweeted it. I tweeted it this morning.
Solid.
Like we had JJ Watt as the most physically dominant player for a couple of years. Then it kind of moved to Aaron Donald, who like even this year he did as much sacks. He was still dominant. He was still triple teamed. And now, is it Derrick Henry is the most? He's not the best. Like he's not the best footballer in the league. Let's not jump out there like some people are going to say. But is he the most physically
dominant?
Yeah. Could you think of anybody else? Other than like say there's Julio Jones, you could say.
I mean, no, because how many situations has there been where you literally think of a running back and you think whoever you put in front of him isn't going to stop him?
I can definitely not know that. Nick Chubb was, but Nick Chubb gets stopped. Derrick Henry has not been stopped last
and
week.
Nick Chubb hasn't been like.
He's a bit more
I don't want to
shifty.
say he hasn't been dominant because he was like the number 1 running back for the whole season until the very end.
Where they slowed down and Derrick
like,
picked up.
It hasn't felt like if you stand in front of Nick Chubb, he'll just blow you down.
Yeah, like when you were there, we watched the Patriots game together. I literally had no hope anytime Derrick Henry got the ball.
Yeah.
I can't remember seeing
and that was the way it was against Baltimore as well.
Yeah, I think the last player I thought that night in physical was Aaron Rodgers. He thought like he's going to get the ball where he wants it.
Yeah.
But I was like Derrick Henry. I was literally every time I couldn't even look at the screen.
Yeah.
Because I just knew that it's 5-6 yards every single time. Obviously the Patriots were worse, but it's still 195 yards last night.
Like, I mean, some stats I have here are 7 of the last 8 games he's had over 100 yards. And I think the one he didn't, he had like 80 something, so it wasn't far off again. And then his last 3 games are 195, 182 and 211 yards.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
And like that's end of the season and playoffs, where like the most pressure is on for you to perform, and he's just doing this.
And he should be the most tired.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a week's break. They went in as a wildcard team. Yeah. They're 6th seed. They're the lowest seed.
Rushing leader for the whole season, so he's been at it all season, and he's still going.
Yeah. Is that he is like I can't. And there's Julio Jones, Aaron Donald's still up there. Who else could you put in there?
It's even just like a whole different kind of thing too, because when you have a dominant quarterback, even like Lamar Jackson he's been like nifty, and he's been able to throw like accurate passes. You think that's smart, and he's been able to roll around you. But Derrick Henry's just like a train.
Yes, like you had Lamar. We had Lamar who's skill. And you have Derrick Henry's just physicality entirely. Yeah. It's like watching LeBron James go into paint.
Yeah.
Or Shaquille, like he's like Shaquille O'Neal of football at the moment.
I can't even see Derrick Henry having an off day because like all he does is plow you down. He can't like not do that.
Like what defense at the moment could even that's left? Like you have the Chiefs. They definitely.
That's another thing I have actually because their next game will either be Chiefs or Texans.
Neither of them are home.
And his last 2 games, the last time he played the Texans was 211 yards, 3 touchdowns. And last time he played the Chiefs was 188 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. They don't like there's no team in the AFC that is left that has an answer for him.
Yeah.
Unless, like I say, you move JJ Watt, who's unhealthy, nose tackle, but then you lose him off the edge trying to get to Tannehill, so that means you're leaving Tannehill open a bit more. Like, what do you do?
I almost want to see the Titans get to the Super Bowl and play maybe the Niners.
That's
see how we do against them.
Yeah. That defensive line and those linebackers might be the only team that will stop.
I think that would be the ideal Super Bowl at the moment, just to see how it plays out.
That would definitely be. It would be interesting, like Jimmy Garoppolo against their DBs.
Yeah.
And then Derrick Henry against like some Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, D Ford.
Because like their whole defensive line has been
ridiculous.
Probably the main talking point of that team all season.
The first team ever to have 5 first-round picks have at least 1 sack.
Yeah.
And like they haven't that's right actually. They're the only team left that can realistically stop them. Like the Packers obviously they have Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith. They're not run stoppers.
Yeah.
They're pass rushers. But like there's no one left. So I'm not considered favourites at all. That's still probably.
Yeah, I think it very much depends on Henry because if he does cool down, I don't see how it could happen just because he's so on fire and he's like so above everyone else that it's hard to see him come down. But if he does cool down, then I don't think the team is anywhere near what it is.
Yeah, it's like it's the first time in a while we've seen a team where.
Then it goes back to Tannehill again to see if Tannehill can carry the team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like if this is the first time we've seen in a while that it's a non-quarterback position that if he gets injured, you think the team's hope's gone.
Yeah.
Because like obviously usually it's like say if Mahomes is gone.
What is their backup? Dion Lewis?
Yeah, who's fine, but Dion Lewis is not.
It's just not the same thing at all.
Change your whole game plan again.
Yeah.
And with Dion Lewis, they won't win that many games. They never got one more 9 games with Dion Lewis.
And with him, that again relies, I feel, on Tannehill because a lot of it's going to be passing to Dion Lewis.
That's what he is. He's not a run to the A gap kind of guy. He's C gap or pass it to me.
Yeah.
He's like that's like it is kind of if Derrick.
That would literally change the entire team if Derrick would get in.
Yeah, like he is like even if they went out next round, I think he's still so far like we said, the postseason MVP so far. And I think he is, even though Lamar Jackson only played one game, so you can't say he's played amazing. Like, no team's relying on anyone as much as him. Obviously, Deshaun Watson, but
it could be a massive shootout as well for this next game for Titans. Because if it's Houston or KC, that's two offenses against each other that could just be a massive shootout. And then even... Because I don't think either of their defenses are great.
They're
both alright, because obviously they've gotten this far.
And the Chiefs have gotten better at
defense. They've done alright. But, like, I feel like the Titans' defense is just better than them, and that could be the deciding factor.
But the Titans are better in the position where they need to be, which is their DBs are better. Like, you need to have Logan Ryan. I don't know if Malcolm Butler's going to be back. You need Adoree Jackson. You need Kevin Byard. You need Kenny Vaccaro. You need all these guys clicking the entire time against Mahomes.
Yeah.
And, like, while the other side...
I don't see anything stopping Derrick Henry.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. It's like, other than, obviously, the Niners, who you only meet in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's all. Like, they have one more game to get to the Super Bowl.
I know who the Niners play next. Oh, Green Bay or Seattle.
Green Bay or Seattle. Who they could be. Who've they beaten?
Yeah.
Beat Seattle. I can't remember if they beat Seattle or not.
I'd be afraid, though, that if it's anyone but the Niners in the Super Bowl, that the Titans could go all the way.
I'd love if they did. I think everybody would love if they did.
Which would be the first time a 6th seed has done it since 2010. When the Packers did.
What are you 6 seed?
Read that earlier.
You're 6 seed. Mother of
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, Derrick Henry. Disgusting.
Derrick Henry, the most physically dominant player in the NFL.
It remains to be seen if he can keep doing it for the rest of the season, but it looks like there's no reason for him not to.
I think my prediction from now is going to be... Right, it's going to be off the top of my head.
Wild predictions thrown in at the end of the video.
Texans will be losing the entire game to the Chiefs.
Right.
And come back in the fourth quarter. Right.
I think it could be the other way.
You get your turn.
It could be though. That game could go either way.
So then it's the Texans. I'm going AFC side of it first. I'm still on top of the AFC yet. Then, yes. So they win in the fourth. They're losing by a lot the whole game.
Do you think the Texans will win?
The Texans will win against the Chiefs late. And then they'll face...
Didn't they win late against?
Yep. They came back to beat the...
Where did they play?
Back to beat the... Wasn't us. Bills.
Bills, yeah.
Yeah, so it's AFC Championship game, which will be the Texans and the Titans, which is an AFC South AFC Championship game, which I've never seen. Then Fuller will be injured, and Stills won't be 100%.
This is so specific.
Yes, it's going to be. Derrick Henry will have just over 100 yards, but 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
They'll be in the Super Bowl. They'll play the Packers in the Super Bowl.
Ugh.
And
that's all on Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, Rodgers will have 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Okay.
Aaron Jones will
relax. 2 picks, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Jones will outplay Derrick Henry in the Super Bowl, and the Packers in the Super Bowl. That is bold. That's
a bold prediction.
That could end all today. So that entire team would lose today. But that's
if
it.
The Seahawks win.
Packers, Titans, Super Bowl.
Aaron Jones is your MVP out of nowhere.
Yes, Aaron Jones will be my MVP in Super Bowl. My Super Bowl MVP is Aaron Jones. Because
he's been my fantasy MVP all season.
Well, Aaron Rodgers had, a touchdown, 2 picks.
That's outrageous. 2 picks for Aaron Rodgers. Get in the bin,
That's
fam.
it. Logan Ryan will have 1 of them. That's as specific I'm getting. Might put a bet on.
I'm not going to go that specific. I'm just going to go who'll win and who'll not win.
Write that down.
I might go Chiefs over the Texans. Yeah, because I don't know, because everyone who has been injured for the Texans is coming back.
All of them.
But I just don't know if they're going to be able to fire on all cylinders. And I think the Chiefs are just going to be the Chiefs and just blow them away. Maybe not blow them away, but I think they'll win. And then probably the Titans over the Chiefs.
Anytime you pick the Titans, it's dodgy. It feels dodgy.
Yeah, I know. It just feels wrong. They shouldn't even be this far. I would say the Titans over the Chiefs because of Derrick Henry.
The Titans are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This
is more what I want. But I can see it happening. The other side, I'm saying Green Bay and San Fran.
So you wanna say
Watch the
Rodgers?
Seahawks win now and just throw all this out in the bin.
I lose today.
I want to see Rodgers go all the way, but I also want to see this Niners team succeed.
We're wearing Niners
Because
jerseys.
I love them. Yeah, well. They're just so different.
He's a Giants fan. He's allowed, first of all, for anyone to say anything.
Yeah, no,
He's
I
allowed.
can follow whatever team I want. Fuck off.
He's allowed.
Oh, it's tough between Green Bay and San Fran.
Jimmy G. Do you trust Jimmy G to win the game? And Mo starting Tevin Coleman?
I'd nearly pick San Fran to be in the Super Bowl just because I want to see Derrick Henry against their defensive line. And I think San Fran's offense, because it can run so much, could potentially cancel out Tennessee's defense. Because I feel like they're better against the pass. Although last night they shut I don't even know.
They didn't do anything, really.
Jesus H.
That's why I kept them out in the Super Bowl.
If the Titans keep playing the way they are, Derrick Henry's going to run over anything apart from the Niners, I think.
If the Niners get the Super Bowl, the Niners win. Yeah, I think either team they play, I think they win.
I just can't pick the Titans winning the Super Bowl because it's wrong.
I didn't pick it. Like I'm there. And that's what I mean. I think the best team in the playoffs left is the Niners. But they can always lose. There's always a
Or
chance.
Green Bay.
I don't think their defense doesn't touch. As much as I love Jair Alexander and all them, I don't think they touch.
And I think Green Bay also relies on Aaron Rodgers actually performing, even though he hasn't for a lot, and Aaron Jones has performed instead.
Aaron Jones is a baller.
Oh, it's so tough.
Absolute baller.
It's
Aaron
so tough.
Jones, baller. We said at the start of the year, Aaron Jones is a baller. Thank you, Matt LaFleur.
I can't pick between Green Bay and San Fran. I
You
can't
gotta do it. You pick
I
it.
can't.
Yeah, pick it. This is the last video we get out before it, so you gotta do it. I'll do it.
Green Bay.
Green Bay Super Bowl.
I want Green Bay to win, but I think San Fran will win. Is that okay? Will that do you?
That'll do. So, yeah.
I would rather Green Bay win just because Aaron Rodgers, it could be one of the last times he gets this far. Rest in peace.
Bizarre's baller. Sorry.
But I think San Fran will win just because they're so dominant. But they have seasons to come, so they can give Green Bay Super Bowl for now.
So you think it's going to be Titans? You think Titans? Your Super
San
Bowl is
Fran.
Titans San Fran.
Yeah, but I
You
want it
think
to be Titans Green Bay.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. And I just got a notification saying Chris Jones is a game time call. So if he doesn't play, Casey, you're definitely not winning. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want KC to be there either. I just don't like Pam. Piss me off.
Too good. So good. I enjoy Pam. He loses
Fuck
to us
off.
all the time.
So yeah, that's the predictions. That's the video. Derrick Henry's a beast.
So technically, we basically want the Packers to win and Derrick Henry's gold.
Yeah, that's pretty much the video summary right there.
That's your taste of sport for this year. You're welcome. It's our playoffs video right here.
You can have some logo flipping around with that in the background. You saying that. That'd be great. What a great intro.
And put up the things. Your picks, my picks. The Packers
Oh.
Super Bowl.
No, I just mean as like an intro logo. Like
Should be.
scene thing.
Should be that.
No.
Brilliant.
Thank you guys for watching. If you come this far, tell us what you think of Derrick Henry other than he's a beast, because what else can you say? And let us know who you think who is your pick to win a Super Bowl.
And should I keep the choker on my neck? It hurts.
What the
A lot.
fuck? God.
Look at my vampire.
See you guys next time.
Peace out.